Welcome to the guide on module registration brought to you by the Drayton Tribune. You register for modules on Portigo, but before you get to that part, you first have to check that none of your desired modules clash. As a first-year economics student, you have 5 compulsory modules, which in total adds up to 3 of your 4 required units. This means that you have 1 unit that can be used as you wish. As you might know at this point, you can choose modules from all departments at UCL. Simply go to the departmental website for the area you're interested in and have a look at the undergraduate modules they offer. Just make sure you check that you have any potential prerequisites demanded for the particular module you're looking at. Let's say, as a first-year student, you want to do 1 optional module from the economics department, World Economy, and 1 elective from the Department of Political Science, Introduction to Comparative Politics. In order to check that this particular mix of modules won't clash, we go to timetable.ucl.ac.uk, click on Custom, and then click to start. Here, we can create a timetable of our own choice. So I'm just going to click on Switch Module Info so that I can enter the module code. It's just easier. And then if you look at your handbook, you can find the module codes for your compulsory modules here. So I'm going to start by typing those in. So we have Econ 1001 and 2, 3, 4, and 8. And then for this example, we want it to do World Economy, so we can find the module code here. So it's Econ 1005. And then the module code for the political module can be found on the departmental website for the political science department, and it's POLS 6011. So we can see now that we've selected enough modules to have the required 4 units, and we just click Create Timetable. At the top, you go to Change Display, and here you see that the yellow squares, that's term 1, and we start lectures in week 6, so we click here. And basically, you just have to make sure that nothing labeled lecture or practical at the top happens at the same time. At this point, the timetable will also show tutorials for each module, but obviously you will only have to attend a maximum of 1 of these per module a week. So as long as at least 1 tutorial don't clash with a lecture or practical lecture from another module, you're fine. So let's see. On Monday, we have a lecture here with nothing else on and some tutorials, so that's fine. On Tuesday, we have a lecture in maths, and at the same time, there are seminars for the political module, but we see that one of the seminars happen after the lecture, so that's okay because we can just attend this one and nothing will clash. And then there's a lecture here with nothing on and some tutorials, so that's okay. Wednesday, just a lecture. Thursday, tutorials only. Friday, a practical here and some tutorials, so that's okay. It's a good idea to just check the next week as well, because sometimes the practical lectures only happens every other week. So let's see. We have a lecture with nothing else on and tutorials. Then we have the same as last week, so it's lecture, and then we could attend the seminar. And then a lecture here and tutorials. Just a lecture, a practical with nothing else on, tutorials, a practical and tutorials. Yeah? So for term 1, we're okay. So let's have a look at term 2. So we go again to Change Display, and the pink squares, that's term 2. So we click here, and then we just check. We see there's a lecture here with nothing else, a practical, lecture on Thursday and on Friday, yeah? So nothing clashes here. And for the next week, we check as well. A practical with nothing else, some tutorials, a lecture with nothing else, and a practical, and tutorials here. Practical lecture, it's okay, and a lecture and tutorials, and the same for Friday. Yeah? So now that we're sure our desired modules don't clash, we're ready to register for them in Portigo. So you log on to the portal here and type in your username and password. And then on the left, you click on My Studies and then on Module Registration. So here, you will be able to see your compulsory modules. So as a first year student, this would have 5 different modules, all compulsory, yeah? And then at the bottom of the page, you see the place where you can pick modules. So here is where you select modules within the economics department, and this is for modules outside the economics department, yeah? So I'm going to show you an example where I choose a second year module from within the economics department. So I click here and select. And then you type in the module code. So for me, that would be Econ 7002. This could just as easily been Econ 1005, the World Economy course that we looked at before. It's just an example, yeah? So I click on search. And I just type it in one more time here. And search. And then we see that it comes up here. So it's economics and finance. Just check that it's the right one, yeah? So it's fine. I just click select here. And then because I'm only going to choose one module from the economics department, I'm done with this page. So I'm going to click on go back. And then we see it here, it's selected. So we just say submit selections. So as in the example I just went through with the timetable, the other module would be from outside the economics department. So to find that one, you just click on this button and then search for the module code, find the right module. And once you've done that and it brought you back to this page again, you can see this module that I just chose, Economics of Finance, and another one down here. And hopefully that would add up to 1 unit in total. And once you've done that, all you have to do is just click Submit All Selections, and you're done.